up, you guys? It's your girl Betty and I'm back with another video. Today, obviously, you read the title once again. Let me remind y'all, if you guys didn't read it, this is gonna be a McDonald's breakfast mukbang. I am obsessed with McDonald's breakfast. I only go for breakfast. If I'm going to McDonald's, I'm only getting breakfast. That's it. I'm obsessed with everything, so let me tell you guys what I got. First, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know what I got here. I got, where's my receipt? I honestly don't even know what that's called. I know it's coffee. I like threw it on the floor. Okay, so I got a bacon, egg, cheese McGriddle. I got 2 hash browns and I got an iced caramel coffee. This is $1. I didn't even know that. I'm just like, just swipe my card. I'm shook. This is $1? Better than my go-to if I don't go to Starbucks. So I have my bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle right here. This is super unhealthy, but I love it. I love it. And I was craving this so much. I'm on my period, so you ladies know all of those cravings, you just have to get them. So I got my hash browns right here. As you can tell, I already bit this one. Long. And then I got napkins. I should make that. Then my mom will kick my ass. Okay. So, since I showed you guys what I'm gonna go ahead and eat, I'm gonna go ahead and, oh my god. Since I showed you guys what I'm gonna go ahead and eat, let me tell you guys what the topic will be today about. So, I will be talking about prom. Right now, it is prom season. All the high school girls and boys are getting ready for prom, their best night of their life. I'm just gonna go ahead and let you guys know how my prom went and how my situation went till the day of prom. So grab your chips, grab your Gatorade, grab your Arizona, sit down and relax, because this is gonna be a crazy story. Well, not crazy, but for me it is. So okay, so let's go ahead and start eating and start spilling the tea on what happened on my prom day and how I got ready for prom. So, hold on. I really want this. I'm really hungry. Okay. Oh, and then excuse my face. I'm not wearing any makeup. I don't care. So, for my prom, my parents are like really strict about me going like basically anywhere. This was during high school. Like during high school, my parents were really strict about me doing a lot of things. So I didn't play sports because they didn't let me, and I should have just been like, oh, but I want to play, you know, and I should have done it. I wanted to be in clubs, just like random clubs that they had in high school. I wanted to do that, but they didn't let me, especially for school dances. They did not let me go just because they thought it was unsafe, even though like there would be like the whole entire school staff there. They wouldn't let me. So me, my senior year, I was kind of just fed up with it already. I was just like, are you serious? Like, you're not gonna let me go to my prom? And my parents were just like, no, like, why do you need to go? Like, it's really not that important. And I was just like, for me it is, because like I wanted my high school to be memorable, like at least have some memories to it, you know. So I was so fed up in my senior year, so I went ahead and just kind of said, you know what, I'm going. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go just because I want my senior year to be good, and especially my prom. For me, prom was like the biggest thing in my senior year activities, because I mean there was like senior ditch day, there's prom, there's grad night, there's just a lot of things going on that I just wanted to be a part of my senior year. Because I mean, if I wasn't gonna make my freshman, my sophomore, and my junior year memorable, I want my senior year to be memorable. So I was just kind of like, I'm gonna do this. This is my year. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and do this myself. So my senior year, I finally got a job. My first official job, just because throughout the years, during middle school up until my junior year, I was working with my dad, and well, it was kind of just like, oh, he just takes me to work and that's it. So I got my first official job, and I'm still at that job today. So it's gonna be 3 years working there. So I got my official job, so I got my own money, and I told my parents, I was like, you guys don't have to worry about nothing. I'm gonna be paying for everything my senior year if you guys don't want to do it. And they were just like, if you have the money, go ahead and do it. And I was like, well, yeah. When was it? Okay, this is a trip. Well, this is probably just a lot of people have gone through this, but for me, I never had a phone. Like, my first official phone I had to buy, and I think I got it my junior year, not even, I think it was my senior year that I got my first phone. Like, my first phone. Throughout my high school year, I used an iPod. Like, I had an iPod and I had an iPad, but that was how I would connect with my friends. But other than that, I didn't have an official phone. So I'd be that one girl in school where I would be like, oh, can I borrow your phone to call my mom? Or can I borrow your phone to call my dad? I was that girl. So I got my phone. I paid it off myself. I got the job, obviously, that's how I got it. And then for most of the activities that starting my senior year, I started paying myself. So when it came to prom, my mom was still saying, like, you're not going to prom, you're not doing nothing. Like, you're not going to go to prom. Punto final. Es lo que me dijo. And I was like, why? Like, I would always argue with her, like, why? Why can't I go? Why aren't you letting me? And she wouldn't really give me an explanation. So I was kind of like, what the heck? So I was still going with my plan. So a couple months before prom, I had already bought in my dress. I honestly didn't care if I didn't have a date. I could have just gone with my friends. So I didn't have a date or anything, but I bought my dress. Shout out to Julie. I had bought in my dress. I'll show you guys pictures of my prom, of how I looked and everything. But that'll be at the end. So I bought my dress, and I didn't tell her until like a couple weeks before prom. And my dress, I loved it. I loved it so much. But other than that, I told my mom I bought this dress for prom. And like, for where I work in it's like a bridal shop, so I see a lot of dresses, and I was getting excited, and a lot of girls were coming in for prom. And I found it kind of sad, not sad, but it was just kind of upsetting. Like, it would upset me or make me sad. How I would see parents coming in with their daughters, and like they would be like, oh, look, this one's cute, like get this one or try this one on, and like they'll like root them to get a dress. And my mom really never did that. And I would see like dads come in with their daughter, like just them two, and it would be the cutest thing ever. And I wish my dad did that with me, but my dad's not that type of person, so I would understand. But yeah, my mom wasn't very happy about it, that I got the dress. So I was kind of just like upset, and she was like, you're gonna take it back, you're not gonna do it. And I was like, no, like I just kept saying no. So she was really upset with me. So a couple weeks before prom, I still didn't have a date, but I had my really good friend Liz. Liz, if you're watching this, you made my prom spectacular. You are still one of my good friends, even though we don't talk as much. I appreciate you very much. She stepped in and she came with me. She went to prom with me. So I was really happy about that. Even though like it wasn't a guy or anything, I was still happy that I had her by my side. Like she was just there supporting me, and she supported throughout like my whole family situation as well. So she made me feel beautiful and gorgeous that day. So that's basically all I wanted. For prom, also, I did my own makeup and I did my own hair. I did everything myself, just because I wasn't, I mean, other girls in my school, like their parents were paying for everything. Their parents were paying for everything, and I had to pay everything myself. And I didn't have that much money, so since I spent it all on my prom dress, I didn't have money to go do my hair with someone. Just because I know for that prom season, they have sales, but it's really not that great. Like I had asked around, and like the first girl that I went to, she was like, "Oh, I can do your hair and makeup for like $70," and I was like, how about I save those $70 for something else? So I didn't end up going anywhere to do my hair or makeup. So I did it myself. I mean, I'm not bad at makeup, that's why I did it myself. That was my first time doing my hair in like a style to actually go out and kind of show off a little bit. So it wasn't the greatest, but I felt it and I was like, I look cute, I'm fine, I'm good. This is really good. So I did everything myself. I was so proud of myself when I did that. Like, I was so proud of myself. You want that? Thanks. My dog wants food. So again, like I said, I was so proud of myself. I was so proud of myself that day. So the day of prom, let me tell you what happened. So my family from Chicago was visiting, and that was kind of like, honestly, I was kind of glad because it was kind of like a distraction for my parents. I didn't just run off to prom. I didn't do that. What I did is that my family came over. We were having a barbecue. Excuse me. And everyone was kind of telling me like, "Oh, isn't your prom today? Isn't your prom today?" And I was like, "Yeah." And my mom was still mad at me. My dad honestly didn't really care anymore. He was just like, you know what, like whatever. It was just my mom that was like kind of just upset about me going. I don't know why, but I was just over it. And my aunts kept telling my mom, like, let her go, like, let her have fun. And I was just like, right. So I eventually just kind of like talked my mom, like literally like hours before I went to prom. I told her, I was like, I'm gonna go to prom. I was like, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go no matter what you say. And she was just, and then my aunts were just kind of like on my side and like kind of telling her like, yeah, like just let her go. So she made me a deal. She said, you can go if you make me a deal. And I was like, I don't like your deals. So she said, I drive you to prom and I pick you up from prom. And I was just like, honestly, at this point, I don't care. As long as I just go to prom. I don't care about the after parties. I don't care about nothing. We were having a party here, so it really didn't even matter. I was just like, yeah, that's fine. So I got happy. My aunts kind of was just like greeting me. So I got ready and everything. And then when I came out, they were like, oh my God, you look beautiful. And I was like, oh, thanks. So I did that. I was happy. And then how my dad was kind of busy with my uncles out in the backyard. I kind of just like didn't even tell him when I left because I knew when I came back they were still gonna be here. So it's not like he's gonna notice. But my mom did tell him that I was gonna go, and he was just kind of like whatever. So my mom took me to prom, and my prima Ellie, if you're watching this, thanks. So I did end up, they took me to prom, and it was totally fine. I told my mom I was gonna just go with the girl, like she's one of my really good friends, and she just said okay, like just be careful. Like if you guys, like, I don't know if it's just my mom, but literally my mom was like, te portas bien, te cuidas, no vayas a hacer pendejadas, like me hablas cuando salgas, and like stuff like that. So that's what she always tells me everywhere I go. But I was just happy at the end of the day that she actually did let me go. So that night ended really well. I was so happy. Instead of going to dinner for like a prom dinner, since we were having a party here at home, my dinner was barbecue. Like we had I think we had like ribs and like tri-tip and like carne asada and whatever, you know. And honestly I loved that because it was so good. It was so good, so good. I'll upload all of that because on Snapchat, on memories, I saved my whole story of that whole entire day of my hair and my makeup, and then what I ate, and then when I was at prom, and then I'll post pictures of me and Liz, of how that went. So I hope you guys will enjoy that. I didn't even eat, but I can't talk and eat. It's really hard to do. When I eat this, I feel so fat. I feel so fat. If you guys like this video, go ahead and make sure to give me a thumbs up. Make sure to comment down below what you guys think. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Share this video with your family, your friends, your cats, your dogs, anybody. I will be leaving my username for my Instagram down in the description box. Go ahead and give me a follow. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time in my next video.